I am here with the newly named Southern University at New Orleans Athletic Director, Bernard Griffith. Griff, it is, as they call you, Griff, it is a pleasure to be here with you. Congratulations on being named SUNO AD.
Yeah, thank you.
Once again, congratulations. Now, Griff, let's jump right into it. SUNO, as the only public institution in the Gulf Coast Athletic Conference, has some unique challenges, but you are certainly up to them. Tell us a little bit about those challenges and how you plan to address them.
Well, we got to get the athletes. We have to do that, and we have to take and start pushing our brand. You won't hear us say SUNO around here. We're Southern University at New Orleans, and we decided we're going to stick that moniker on everything. So we're going to get out here and we're going to do some things and get the community interest, get the city of New Orleans interested on being on this campus, because we've got a great campus. We're probably the best kept secret in the city of New Orleans.
Certainly, and you definitely have a rich history, many years of dominance in track and field under Coach Davenport, and certainly you guys have been successful within the past few years. Actually had great basketball programs, great volleyball programs. Tell us a little bit about your plan to continue Southern University at New Orleans' rich history in athletics within the conference and nationally.
Well, one of the things we want to do is we want to do something similar to what Alabama did with Bear Bryant. We're not letting the athletes from New Orleans get away. We're going to be here, we're going to work out, we're going to really put forth an effort to get the best student athletes and the best students in the city to come here. And we'll build on that.
Well, tell us just a little bit about your commitment to graduating great athletes that are contributing to New Orleans and to the nation. You talked earlier a little bit with us about making sure that students are retained and making sure that students graduate. Tell us about that and how you plan to build a world-renowned, not only athletic program, but producing top-tier academics as well.
Yeah, well, see, the whole thing about academics with anybody, we're talking about student athletes first. They're students before they're athletes. So we've got to take and make sure we're addressing that side of it. So we're gonna have study halls. We're gonna have tutorials. We've changed some of the structure in the dormitories. Where we got assistant coaches gonna be living in the dorm with the athletes, and they're gonna be policing them, for want of a better word. They're gonna get up and go to class. We got a working relationship with the faculty on the campus. If little Johnny doesn't show up in class, they're gonna call my office or they're gonna call their coaches, and we're gonna find out why little Johnny's not in class. And we're gonna make sure that little Johnny gets his rear end in that class and do the things they need. We're gonna have study halls, mandated study halls. We got a tutorial program already situated on the campus, and we're gonna utilize that. And if they need tutoring, we're gonna get them in there and tutor them. We're gonna kill the old I'm a full-time student rule. That rule's gonna go by the wayside. They're gonna take 15, 18 hours, and we're gonna be on top of them. We have to be able to retain and graduate. That's the two basic concepts we're coming in with running: retention and graduation. We've got to keep them we've got to keep them in school. We've got to get them out of school with a meaningful degree so that they can go and become productive members of society.
Now, you have a rich and storied history in athletics. Going back many years, you're the former head basketball coach, of course, at St. Augustine. You served as athletic director for several institutions. You're also a former assistant coach for the Dallas Mavericks. Talk to us about how that experience fits into your new role as athletic director at Southern University at New Orleans.
Well, the whole thing about any profession, experiences taken, they assist you in communicating with other folks. You got guys that say, well, what do you know? You never went to the NCAA tournament. Yes, I did with Bob Hopkins and Southern University in Baton Rouge. Oh, you don't know nothing about the pros. I spent 3 years on the sidelines with the Dallas Mavericks and Avery Johnson. So the experiences that you have and, just the ability to network through those circles gives you an insight as to what goes on. I tell everybody, when I talk to kids all the time, there's only 450 jobs in the NBA. Now, as you as a student athlete, you're competing for one of those 450 jobs. Now, what is the pool of people that you're competing against? Just all the American players, or you're competing against the world? And if you notice, and you look at the NBA draft, there's a whole lot of foreigners being drafted. Therefore, basketball is not strictly an American sport anymore. Now, there's only 450 jobs in the NBA, but if you graduate with a 4.0 GPA in accounting, I don't know how many accountants there are in the world today, but if you graduate with that degree, with that grade point average, and you go interview for a job, they're gonna make one more job. They just gonna make one more job because you are qualified to be that job.
Absolutely.
So we have to take and start pointing our kids in those directions. If you luck up and get into the NBA, fine. But what do you do when you can't play anymore? When the air go out that ball and your steps become slower, your jumping ability becomes less, and your ability to run them down that floor deteriorates, what do you do? NBA Players Association did a survey. 95% of Afro-American basketball players 10 years out of the league are financially strapped. Why is this? Well, they can't continue a flow of money. So the majority of them don't have degrees, one and doneers, coming out early. All these things right here contribute. You made a bunch of money early, but you're gonna live a lot longer. You know, shoot, life expectancy in NBA is 10 years. Your life expectancy for the rest of your life, you know, I think they say men will live to 75 and women will live to 79. So shoot, you know, hey, you got a long ways to go where you got to generate a flow of capital. Some checks got to keep coming in. And if you don't have that degree, that limits your ability. You know, you become just like anybody else without a degree then.
Right. Absolutely. Final question. Again, you are new in this role. What is the most exciting challenge that you think you'll face here at Southern University at New Orleans?
Being quiet on the basketball sideline. I won't be trying to call plays or look at stuff that's going on, try to correct the stuff.
Again, spoken like a true basketball man. We thank you so much for your time, Mr. Griffith, and we are excited to have you at Southern University at New Orleans and excited to have you in the Gulf Coast Athletic Conference. Once again, congratulations.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.